Mm-mm. 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 I don't like it either. I don't like it either. Why y'all got me doing this? What's good in the YouTube hood? It's your girl Luna, and I am back with another compilation of spooky videos for you guys, ranging in a plethora of folklore categories, from skinwalkers to wendigos to mimics to ghosts and just straight up full and partial body apparitions. It's getting crazy over here, but let's go down this rabbit hole. Now, this first video is going to be of what appears to be a deer in mid shapeshift caught on camera. Now, I don't know if you have ever experienced or seen a shapeshifter, but that shit can be straight up terrifying. If I saw this in person, I definitely would have pulled my camera out because nobody would have believed me for what I saw with my own 4 eyes.
The video I'm about to show you is freaking out the internet. Take a look at this deer and watch what it does. People believe that this deer was shape-shifting and that it might be a wendigo. Wendigos are cannibalistic shapeshifters from Algonquin folklore. Could this be a wendigo about to shapeshift into its true form and it caught the camera and it's like, oh shit, can't do it now? What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Also, follow me on YouTube, link in bio for more. Just do it.
I don't know about you guys, but I have literally never seen an extendo deer before. That was some freaky ass shit. Never have I ever. Now, if you live in a very spiritually active area, you may have encountered some type of apparition at some point living in that home or on those lands. Now, in this next video, we are going to see a clear set of little baby legs, because they are little baby legs, that run across someone's yard that are caught on camera. Tell me if I'm tripping, because I definitely see the little legs. Do you see them?
This security footage captured the homeowner's dog looking suspiciously out over their yard. The dog begins to bark as something spooks him. Suddenly, a strange set of disembodied legs runs across the background. The dog appears to be surprised by the sighting and heads inside. Looking more closely, the legs appear small and run at speed.
I don't care what anyone says. Animals are very intuitive. They can pick up on things that we can't pick up on as humans, all right? That dog saw something. You can clearly see those ears perk up and his head follow exactly where the little legs ran off to. I just want to know where he was going and why he didn't completely show himself.
Show yourself! No.
That's just me. I want to know. Now, this next video, I'm not 100% sure about it. It sounds like it could be a mimic and literally mimicking the voice of the man in the video. Or it could just be, you know, somebody having fun in the woods, just being funny. But I don't know. What do y'all think? Because I think it's a mimic. I think it's a mimic that's got a really funny sense of humor. Because he's definitely fucking with this man bad. But let me know what y'all think in the comments.
Cocksucker. You ain't even from New York, bitch. Come on. I've been from fucking Queens, baby. You don't even know pizza, you fucking cocksucker. Come on, Tony, let's go. Tony, let's go. Go fuck yourself. Ah, okay, you fucking cocksucker.
Now, this next topic alone, y'all have to let me know if y'all want a separate video on it, because that alone is a rabbit hole within a rabbit hole within a rabbit hole. Like, it gets deep when we're talking about the Appalachian Mountains, man. The Appalachian Mountains have a very long history. I mean, they are literally the oldest mountain range look, somebody correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but to my knowledge, from my research that I have personally done, that is the oldest mountain range. And a lot of the people that live there, the locals, the natives, will tell you the folklore runs deep. Again, skinwalkers, wendigos, I mean, all types of crazy creatures that are just living there, let alone apparently feral people that are there. Again, y'all let me know if y'all want a separate video on this. But again, let's get into this next video where we are going to talk about some things that are seen up in them mountains.
So obviously weird things that people see in the Appalachian mountains. People say skinwalkers, wendigos. I don't know if you know what a wendigo is.
Yeah, I do.
Do you know how it looks like?
I don't know how it looks like, but I know that they have so much hunger that it can't be satisfied.
Specifically for human flesh that it can't be satisfied. The concept of a wendigo comes from a different indigenous groups in North America. The stories that were told from them are completely different from what we've seen nowadays. Although the depiction of the wendigo is accurate in the sense of there were once humans who had turned into cannibals, and it's more also transformation of the soul. Basically lose your humanity. Their skin would become gray. They would have no lips. They would have cuts on their bodies. They had gaunt, emaciated faces, and the smell of rotting flesh would linger because of their skin. Their skin would be deteriorating to the point where you could see their bones. It didn't matter who they would eat. They would eat a family member, a friend, as long as it satisfied their needs. And then why they decided to eat humans? If you were a shitty hunter and you had no animal to eat, or if it was wintertime, there was barely any animals to catch, they will resort to eating human flesh.
Oh,
and then from then on, you will get banished from your tribe. This is what people think a wendigo looks like, that you probably have seen before.
oh yeah, I seen that.
That's how a wendigo is supposed to look like.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I know the game Until Dawn, they did like a really good, accurate depiction of what a wendigo is.
Now, wendigos come from indigenous folklore, and again, they derive from a very sinister, sad story of starvation and not being able to fight the urge to want to survive. Apparently, in this Native American folklore, again, in times of less harvest or not being able to survive those harsh winter months, people would resort to unfortunate cannibalism. And the curse would be damned to live a soulless life as a wendigo, always craving human flesh, almost like a zombie, but just in a different way. It's just too much for me, child. I can't. I can't. I know if I saw one of those things, I'm gonna have to let it meet Sarah McLachlan, if you know what I'm saying, because I ain't got time. All right. Now, in this next video, a man is taking an innocent stroll through the gardens of his city when a weird gray-skinned creature creeps up out of fucking nowhere and almost knocks him off of his bike.
Himself riding his bike around the gardens of his town. However, he is almost brought down by some creature that almost collides with him. You can see that he is definitely startled, and when he turns around to see what almost hit him, it is gone. Some people say that this could just be an escaped monkey of some sort, while others say it could be a juvenile.
When I tell you, I would be hightailing up out of there. Hightailing it up out of there. I would have been gone. Vroom, vroom, baby. Catch me if you can. Absolutely not. Now, in this next video, these two girls are just having a good old time, just laughing, joking, dancing around, when all of a sudden, something gets shaken up in the background, and one of the girls notices immediately. Let's take a look.
You're fucked. What? 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 What are you doing? Did you not hear that? No. Are you sure? I can hear that. Sinji.
Now, I don't know about you, but I clearly saw something tap on that mirror. You see it vibrate and move. Man, when I say these spirits be alive and walking around, boy, they be around. The veil is thin, and again, our worlds are colliding with theirs, and it's evident. Y'all might want to get used to this, because it's the apparitions, the spirits, the ghosts, the encounters with these folklore characters and creatures, all right? They're not characters and creatures. They're really out there. Everybody cannot be lying. Everybody is not making up these things. Not everybody is using video editing to do and capture these things. Not everybody is. Now, again, I know there are some people who are just very creative, because I mean, I love a good scary movie. I love it. I do. I like all the spooky things. I do. But not everybody is making this shit up, man. Now this next video is of a Wendigo sighting, and when I say out of all of the Wendigo sightings I have seen across the internet, because I've never seen one in person, and baby, let's hope I don't, for its sake, but this is probably the most authentic one I think I have seen, just because of the deep native folklore investigation that I have done. All right, because Wendigos are very fast creatures, apparently. Like, they move quick. So in this next video, you see something that clearly resembles some type of Wendigo-like creature moving fast towards the people who are creating the video. I'm telling you, everybody's not making this up. But I'll let you be there.
A big buck or something. Wait, stop right there. What is that? Is that a buck? What is that? Dude, that's not a buck, dude. That's not. Dude, go, 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 go.
My foot would have been to the floor. You hear me? I would have been flying up out of there. You wouldn't, Jesus Christ himself wouldn't have been able to keep up with me that day. I would have been hightailing it up out of there. Go on, baby. Now in this next video, I have a feeling this may be the American folklore creature Mothman. Now, if you don't know who Mothman is exactly what it sounds like. It is the body of a man, but with moth-like features. And one of those moth-like features would be the head and the wings, all right? It has the head of a moth and the wings of a moth, but the body structure of a man. Again, in this video, this man is taking a stroll with his daughter and dog at night when clearly baby girl sees something, and she points it out, that flies in between the buildings that they are getting ready to walk towards. But let me know what you guys see.
A father takes his dog and his daughter out for a walk late at night, and while recording them, captures something disturbing on camera. Mark Rossback, the father who submitted the video, writes, "I was filming my daughter and dog playing, but then all of a sudden, my daughter sees something in between the buildings that were across from us. This is the footage that was caught." In the distance, there appears to be someone or something floating above ground. It goes without saying, but Mark was left terrified when he saw this. Now, it wasn't until rewatching the footage a few days later that he spotted the mysterious figure. Immediately after seeing it, he thought he had captured a Kushtaka, which is a mythic ghost-like entity that is said to roam all over Greenland. Whatever it was, Mark had been left unsettled by it, as well as others who've seen the footage, as it looks like a corpse that's floating in midair. But of course, it could be something else. I'll let you come up with your own opinion, ghost or not. Feel free to let me know what you think.
Now again, I am not above criticism when I am making these videos, all right? Like I said, if I have made a mistake, definitely correct me in the comments, because this is a community, all right? We're locked in besties, so we're educating each other over here, all right? I learn from you, you learn from me. This next video gives a pretty interesting educational point on the difference between Wendigos and skinwalkers, because apparently the two get misconstrued a lot when people have these sightings of them. Let's get into it.
This is exactly what a Wendigo is. Hello, I am a Wendigo, commonly confused with a skinwalker, but we are completely different. We mostly come from the tribes around the Great Lakes of North America. The climate and weather here can be very harsh and cold. We start out as regular human beings, living amongst others trying to survive the winter months. But for some of us, it was too much to bear, and we became selfish. We would unalive another person and eat them to survive. But this little fix would lead to an eternity of problems. It'll put a curse on us, the Wendigo curse. We have an unconditional need for human meat, and it won't settle for anything else. Our bodies would start to change, We grew fur, horns, and our skin stretched out so much our teeth are sticking right out of our face. Our tribes kicked us out into the wilderness for their protection. We still fee in for human meat and will stop at nothing to get it. So be careful in these areas and make sure you know. If we see you, we will absolutely eat you.
What would you do if you were getting ready for your nighttime routine and you're in your bathroom and all of a sudden you see a set of very dark, nasty, creepy looking hands creep over your shower curtain? And you decide to square up with it, right? You rip the shower curtain back and it's gone. And all you hear is a set of feet just piddle-paddling away from you. What would you do? Because that's what this next video is about, all right? This girl looks terrified, and I don't know if it's edited or not, but child, couldn't be me, because I would be cleansing and blessing my house immediately. Immediately. I mean, everybody's got to get up and be a part of it. Everybody break out their Bibles. Everybody break it out and open up to Psalms 91 and start praying, because we need some more protection in this house. Now, if you are watching this on my channel, I am pretty sure you watch horror films or thrillers, psychological thrillers, my favorite genre. But I'm pretty sure you've seen something obviously spooky along those lines. Now, this next video reminds me of The Ring. And I say that because you clearly see in the video a set of hands brush over the woman's head that clearly sends her into a panic. And baby, it would for me too. Okay? It would send me to the moon. All right? I'm not tripping. I see hands. But what do y'all see?
Oh, no, don't like it. Don't like it. Don't like it. Oh, no, don't like it.
Now, me personally, I have had several encounters with shadow people. Shadow people are those black figures, not always demonic or low vibrational energy, if you will. All right. Sometimes they can be childlike spirits. Sometimes they can be adults. They range in age and what we perceive to be age anyway. They range in age, size, all that good stuff. I, again, have had personal encounters with shadow people. They don't really bother me. I see them. I don't really acknowledge them though, because I don't be playing with them though. I don't be playing with them. No, y'all like to play with shit. I don't. But I see them. They don't bother me. I don't bother them. But in this next video, it clearly looks like some type of either shadow person or apparition walk by a door, and then all of a sudden doors start closing. Whatever it was, it did not want the person who was filming it to follow it. All right, now on this next video, I'm not gonna lie. The scream is what made me laugh. I know, and I'm sorry if the original poster is watching. I'm not making fun of you. I promise I'm not. It's just that I be having inappropriate responses to things to keep my mental sane. I'm sorry. It's not you, it's me. I'm the problem. I'm the trouble. But in this next video, you clearly see some type of shadow figure peeking out from a closet. Now, again, I don't know if this is somebody trying to play a prank or if it's been edited, but whatever it is standing eerily still. I mean, not moving a muscle. So I kind of believe it's really something, and especially because of that scream. That was a genuine scream of fear, pure horror. But y'all, let me know what you see.
What the fuck? Hell no!
Now in this next video, you can clearly see what looks to be a little child sitting in someone's living room. I mean, big kicking it, having a good time. And when the man goes to approach the child gets up and literally vanishes in front of him. Now, not only does the man pick up on the energy, but clearly the dog is picking up on the energy as well, because the dog starts barking at the child when the man starts to approach it closer and closer. Y'all, I can't stress this enough. These animals, especially dogs and cats, especially cats, all right, these house pets that we like to take on, they're very intuitive animals, man. I might have to make a separate video about that. If y'all want to see that, let me know in the comments. But I'm telling you, when these animals are picking up on things, when you see that their fur is standing up on their back, they get tense, they get defensive, you might want to tap into that energy too, because obviously they see something you don't. Or maybe they do see something you do.
It is right there this time. Hello? Hey, no. No, stay there. Hey. Oh my God. Dude. It's okay. It's okay.
Now, I'm pretty sure that you all know where the term rabbit hole comes from, and it really comes from Alice in Wonderland, with Alice literally going down the rabbit hole. All right. Now, in Alice in Wonderland, we all saw the treasure cat, right? In this next video, I don't know about you guys, but I see what looks like the treasure cat's eyes in the reflection of this window that this cat is looking at. Now, I'm not sure if this is a mimic trying to mimic the cat, and because of the distortion of the glass, this is what the mimic is perceiving and reflecting back essentially. But it looks crazy as hell. Have you ever had an encounter with a certain person, place, or thing, and it literally vanishes in the next moment after you look away from it or interacting with the person, place, or thing? In this next video, this man is at what looks to be a four-way stop or a red light or something of the sort, and he clearly sees a dog in the middle of the street. Now, me being the humanitarian that I am, I would have stopped as well, because it's a little doggy in the middle of the street and I don't want it to get hit. Like, I want you to be safe. Get out the street, okay? You playing. But that's exactly what this man tries to do. Like, he seems like he's going to try to direct the dog out of traffic, or what would be dangerous traffic. Even though it's the middle of the night, you still got to make sure the animals are all right, okay? And that's what this man tries to do. But when he looks away from the dog, it literally vanishes. Vanishes. He doesn't see it in the mirror, nothing. It disappears into thin air. Now, in this next video, I cannot stress this enough. I've talked about it several times on my live and in several other videos, especially on my TikTok, if you guys are coming over from my TikTok. All right. I cannot stress this enough when it comes to American, Caribbean, and African folklore. When it comes to, or people that just live in the mountains or the woods, okay? Because people live all over. If you live in the mountains or the woods, or if you are outside at night, there are just certain things that you don't do. Again, you do not whistle. You do not go towards things that sound like they are crying. I don't care if it sounds like a baby. If it's a baby crying in the middle of the woods, you might want to leave it there, okay? Especially at night. Don't go after it. It's probably a trap. And that's what this next video sounds like. Again, when it comes to some of these more malicious spirits, these trickster spirits that mean harm, because not all spirits mean harm, all right? Again, your past loved ones, those are ancestors, and we all know they had personalities in life. Of course, they have personalities as a spirit. There's no difference. When you leave this vessel, the energy is still the energy. So again, not all spirits mean bad, but there are some that do. These more malicious like spirits, especially these mimics, again, they will do anything to lure you in. That's why, again, if you feel like you hear your name being called, no, you didn't. Don't answer to it. Don't give it confirmation to trick you. Don't give it any power to lure you in. Y'all be trying to play with these things. Y'all need to educate yourselves more, especially if you live, again, in some of these areas. If you live in the Caribbean and you don't know any of this, I don't know how you're living under a rock. But y'all got to educate yourselves, especially here in America, because, again, a lot of these native stories, a lot of these folklore stories are starting to resurface. All right? It's not just Bloody Mary. It's not just, some of these other little things that we used to do back in the 80s and the 90s. All right? This is real deal Holyfield spirits and shit. It's crazy, but it's real. Now, of course, a lot of you all see that I am recording these videos during the day. Yes, but best believe things do go down at night. All right? Again, I have had personal experiences with mimics, shadow spirits, seeing auras, full body apparitions. Like, I can go on and on and on about the things that I have seen. But baby, like I said, my last encounter that I had with a mimic, if y'all didn't see that video, definitely go watch it. Mimics, again, they can be very funny, childlike, or again, funny spirits that just want to get a little joke, a little hearty-heart, a little spooky spook, just ruffle your feathers a little bit. Just get a little reaction out of you, or even just interact with you, because, again, spirits want to interact. That's what they want to do, whether they are good or bad. But again, you got to be careful with some of these spirits and the ones that you encounter, and use your better discernment to distinguish what is, again, low vibrational energy and something that is meant for your greatest and highest good. There's a big difference. In this next video, you clearly hear something whispering to the poster, and she wanted to catch it on camera to make sure that she was not tripping. I'm not tripping. She's not tripping, because I clearly hear it. We don't see anything, but you can clearly hear someone trying to get her to come here. If you ever hear something like this, and I'm telling you right now, don't you open that door if it's on the outside. Don't you let nothing in. You don't hear it. Ignore it, ignore it, ignore it. If you want to catch proof, that's fine. You can do a little video for proof. That's cool. But don't go towards it. Don't go towards it. Don't interact with it. Don't answer it. None of that. I don't care if it sounds like your mom, your dad, your high school sweetheart, your current partner. No, your children, because they definitely will try to get you with your kids, boy. They try to pull at your heartstrings to lure you in. Again, these low vibrational spirits ain't nothing to play with. Come here. Come here. Now, I know, again, like I said, if you're here on this channel, it's because you are into the spooky and paranormal and the haunted people, places, and things. All right, that's cool and everything. But where do you think this stuff comes from? It comes from real stories, real places. Now, I know that sometimes in movies and TV shows, Hollywood will somewhat get it right. All right, they give you a little bit of the truth, but never the full truth, especially Hollywood. Hollywood likes to distort certain things. And again, in certain movies and TV shows, Hollywood has depicted certain things correctly. For instance, I know I absolutely loved, and of course it's because, what I'm into. I absolutely adored American Horror Stories Coven. All right, I absolutely loved it, but there were certain things that were not 100% correct. And one of those things was the character Papa Legba was not depicted correctly. They were really depicting Baron Samedi. All right, Baron is commonly confused with Papa Legba, and that is just one of those things that, again, Hollywood will mix up and misconstrue when depicting a certain character, and especially in African folklore or ATRs. Like they jack our shit up. It's unfortunate. In this next video, it is going to explain how, again, Hollywood doesn't always get it right when it comes to these depictions and descriptions of these folklore characters. Let's hear it from a Native American's perspective on what a skinwalker or a wendigo looks like.
Wendigos often show up in horror movies as deformed human-animal hybrids with fangs, claws, and for some reason, antlers. But the way they're utilized in pop culture has very little to do with the Native American folklore that inspired them, beside the fact that they consume human flesh. You can think of Wendigos as a corruption of the soul and of the mind, comparable to being possessed by an evil spirit. They were gaunt, gray-skinned, had sunken-in eyes, and they no longer cared for the wants and needs of other people. In fact, the term Wendigo comes from the Anishinaabe words Wendigo, meaning solely for the self. But make no mistake, these aren't people who spontaneously decide to eat human one day. There's no infection or brain fungus that causes them to act this way. The real cause is even darker: starvation. If someone was a bad hunter or it was wintertime and animal populations were dwindling, they may have resorted to eating their own kin, an unforgivable act that led to their tribe exiling them. The exile took place for two reasons. First off, if someone killed and consumed their own relatives to survive, that person could not be trusted not to betray the tribe. Secondly, it was believed that anyone who tasted human flesh would never be able to stop. They would be afflicted with a craving that could never be fully satisfied, meaning everyone in the community was in danger of becoming their next victim.
Now, this next American folklore creature I had never heard of from this term, but I think it is something that is possibly interchangeable with shadow people, like I mentioned earlier in the video. And if it's not, again, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I am not above criticism. But again, apparently the hidebehind creatures are somewhat, like I said, shadow people. If you are ever out in the woods or in a certain area and you just feel this sense of dread, or like you have literal eyes on you but you see nothing and no one, it may be a hidebehind creature, apparently.
Have you ever been walking through the forest when you felt an eerie sensation, like you were being watched? If you happen to live in North America, beware. You might have just encountered a hidebehind. The hidebehind is a cunning, malevolent creature from Native American folklore that preys on unsuspecting humans making their way through the forest. This creature gained its name through the particular way it hunts humans. It starts out stalking them from a distance, making small sounds just enough to induce paranoia, and proceeds to hide behind something whenever its would-be victim stops to observe their surroundings. As soon as it's out of the person's line of sight, it quickly creeps closer and closer, repeating the same tactic of inducing paranoia and hiding until it gets close enough to rip out the person's intestines and feast upon them, all while the poor victim is still alive. Safe travels, and don't forget to bring some alcohol with you on your next adventure. It's the only thing that'll stop this creature.
Now, this next video again is going to be about those good old mountains and woods again. And apparently there was a creator that was antagonizing the internet, I guess because she was pissed off with y'all playing with her Native American culture. All right. She was challenging y'all. She said, go outside. I dare you. Go outside and whistle. Yeah, I dare you to do it at night. I triple dog dare you. I heard it say your mama too. No, let me stop. But yeah, she definitely was not playing with y'all. And when I say the creator who stitched her video definitely wanted to back her up on that, like, yeah, don't fuck around and find out, because you definitely will. Let's see.
Go outside and whistle. I dare you.
When I saw this, I had to respond. So I'm from the Tlingit tribe, Southeast Alaska. We have a legend similar to skinwalkers or Staginies. We call it Kushtaka. And it will ruin otters for you. Ruin them. Our elders would warn us of the Kushtaka, a creature that mainly takes the form as an otter, but when it is trying to trick you, it will take the form of someone you know and trust. Its eyes are said to be pitch black. You can see how dark my eyes are and how confusing that would be for a little child. Anyways, what they will do is they will take the form of someone you know and try to lure you towards the ocean or into the woods to get you alone so that it can steal your soul and essentially condemn you to a soulless eternity like one of them. It is said that when you see an otter on land, it's a Kushtaka trying to get you. And the noise that they make, a whistle.
Now, I do not know how deep you guys are into the spooky side of TikTok, but if you guys have been keeping up with Dustin Lee Frazier's page, baby, them spirits have been taking him through it. I mean, dragging him by his edges and all. They have been putting Dustin through it. All right, this next video is going to be from Dustin's page, and if y'all want to see a compilation of his videos, I might do that for y'all, because Like I said, them spirits been messing with his poor behind, and I feel so bad for him. I feel so bad for him. Like, certain places of the mountains and the woods, baby, blood has been shed, and it's not pretty history in some of these places. There's a reason why you can't go in certain places. The energy is just too dark, and I feel like wherever he is one of those places. Again, in this video, he's got some type of spirit or ghost or something following him and antagonizing him, knocking on all of the windows and doors in his place. And he is just shook on the inside. I mean, shooketh on the inside. Baby, I'm sorry. I'm not wrapped too tight. Again, Sarah McLachlan might have to come out, and I'm just finna start spraying. I don't know.
So currently, I ordered DoorDash because my sister and the kids are gone for tonight. Like, I'm here by myself. The kids had football practice, so they had to go do their own thing. Thank you. So I ordered DoorDash, and then I heard a knock. Oh my God, she's still fucking standing there.
Now, what would you do if you saw on your Ring camera some type of creature picking at your door? Picking at your door and then locking eyes with your camera? Like, what would you do? How do you explain that? In this next video, you clearly see a set of glowing eyes on the other side of a door after picking and prying away at the wood. It's creepy. Very creepy. But what do y'all think this is? Because I can't tell because it's such a small sliver of space to look at. But what do y'all think it is?
The following footage comes from a family who noticed these holes in their garage door. So they decided to look at the footage from the night before. And what they captured was truly terrifying. What looks like a humanoid, unidentified creature was trying to break through their garage door. But the interesting question is, what is this? It actually looks like it has the animal eye shine. Take a look at this footage and tell me what you think this could have been.
If you know anything about spirits or ghosts or other energies when they come around, sometimes they like to mess with technology. Sometimes they will make your TV go out. Sometimes they will flicker lights. Sometimes they will mess with recording devices. I know you guys have seen it, again, especially if you've been on the spooky side of TikTok. A lot of these creators will say that their phone glitches whenever they are trying to capture something or tell a story even about it. All right? They literally will make technology glitch the fuck out in real time. They drain phone batteries. Oh, I can give y'all a story about the time I went to the cemetery and that happened. I don't know what was going on, but that spirit did not want to be recorded. But these spirits do not be playing sometimes. They say no cameras, no flash photography, baby. Whatever this next entity is that is caught on camera, it's messing with the lights and you can clearly hear it say, stop. But what does it want her to stop doing? Stop recording? Stop living there? Stop existing? What do you mean by stop?
I was tagged in a video of some pretty strange activity that was caught on camera. Now, the person that posted the video didn't take the video. It was taken by their friend's mom, and the reason that the friend's mom was even recording was to prove what was happening.
She had been having some issues in her apartment and was getting real tired of all the weird crap, so she recorded this video to show her landlord.
So in the video, you can hear the mom say, "I'm not making this up," as the lights are flickering, and then you hear a voice. Let me just let you guys hear it.
See, Gabe, I'm not making it up. That's what the light keeps doing. It's not me.
So the person that posted the video said they hear "stop doing that." That's personally what I hear too, but it sounds strange. So I feel like it could be a multitude of things. What do you guys hear? Do you hear that too?
Now this next story is going to be about a folklore character or creature that apparently comes from living on the reservation, aka the res. If you're indigenous, or again, if you live on a reservation, if you know, you know. And apparently this creature is a humanoid-like creature that has a tail and hooves that likes to party apparently. And I have researched and studied many different folklore across ATRs, American culture, European, Irish, what have you. I've studied many, but I have never heard of any of these spirits that like to party. This one was new to me.
If you're from the res, you've most likely heard the story of the stranger or strangers that have a tail and hooves for feet. They usually show up where there's alcohol, a bar, a dance, a house party. My grandma told me the story of two of them showing up to a dance a long time ago. It was a man and a woman. When they arrived, they came from the top of a hill that had no roads. Everyone can see their headlights coming down, and they were wondering who was coming and where were they coming from. The car they arrived in was very fancy. It was very futuristic, something that none of them have ever seen before. Everybody was having a good time. They were dancing with each other and they were dancing with other people until one person noticed that they had hooves for feet. Surprisingly, no one panicked. What they did was they started to block off the exits because they wanted to trap them in there. The strangers noticed and they were dancing with each other at the time, and they started making their way towards the only exit that wasn't blocked yet.
Skinwalkers, ghosts, full body apparitions, lugawos, all right, vampires, Mothmen, and apparently humanoid creatures that like to party. I have never, boy, when I said the rabbit hole gets deep, and this is just us scratching the surface. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video. I appreciate you guys for being here. Let me know about any other creatures that you guys have possibly encountered or come across that you guys want me to do a separate video on and go further in depth. Like I said, I'm here to educate, not just show y'all the spooky videos and say stay away, stay away. I'm gonna let y'all know why to stay away, all right? Because y'all are humans just like me, and y'all are curious and you want to know why. That's why I do these videos, because I know y'all want to know, because I wanted to know. So again, if you guys want to know more, want to see more, leave it down in the comments. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and let the kid know how she's doing and what you want to see next. All right. Now, one last thing before I close out this video, I want to say a huge thank you to everyone who has, again, joined the tribe and subscribed to my YouTube channel, my Instagram, my Twitter, and as well as the ones who have hit me up on my Etsy. I greatly appreciate you guys as well. And yes, guys, I do have an Etsy shop. Again, make sure that you are getting in contact with legitimate me. All right. There are a lot of fake and scam accounts, especially if you guys are coming from TikTok. I do apologize if one of those scammers has tried to hit you up. Please block, report, all right, delete, all that stuff. Do not get scammed out of your money. If you are not getting in contact with me via my business email that I will leave right here on the screen or my Etsy shop, you just got scammed by a scammer. Again, if you are looking for me to get a reading or any of my products, all right, I know you see some of those right there in the background, all right, you can go check out my Etsy. It is linked here on my YouTube channel as well, and I will put it down in the description of this video. So again, I greatly appreciate you guys, and make sure you check out the shop. Make sure that you guys drink your water, mind your business, and stay prayed up and protected. And as always, Luna loves you.